Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, and most importantly, graduate recipient awards, class of 2017. These students are very special. They're our second class of graduates. They're now the largest class we've had of graduates. They seem to grow each year, but this is the largest for now, and we're really proud of everything they've done. I'd like to introduce Natalia Lopez. She's a senior. She will be singing the national anthem.
Let's present colors.
Oh, stay, can you stay by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Both colors.
Thank you. You may now be seated. I'd like to acknowledge first a few people here. I'd like to acknowledge our superintendent, Dr. Williams, who's here today. Please give her a hand. I'd like to acknowledge our scholarship presenters, Susie Graham. Please give her a hand. Representing Glory's Davis Trust Scholarship, and Obella Sullivan. Is she here? Not yet, but she's representing the Victor Valley Chamber of Commerce Foundation Scholarship. I also want to mention thanks to what we had last Friday, which was excellent. And most of you, if you had a chance, you can see it streaming live on YouTube. A lot of the things that we're doing here at school, we are placing on YouTube, and you're live tonight on YouTube. So when you get a chance, you can take a look at it on the web. So we want to thank our graduates for being such strong, inspirational role models to our underclassmen. I also like to acknowledge and thank the parents and staff for joining us tonight. So parents, please stand. And staff. And bringing us such fine students. So next, I'd like to introduce our first presenter, Mrs. Swagger.
I am presenting for Key Club. The first one is Ana Castillo. She was our treasurer. Then after that, I have Francis Collin. And Alexis Wynn. Alexis was our vice president. Then I have Trin Doe. As our president. And Donna G. Melendez. Jose Morales as our and last but not least, Melanie Nieto. Next, the awards for Cadet Corps will be presented by Sergeant Cedillo.
Thank you. In 2008, President Obama said, "In the face of impossible odds, people who love this country can change it." Aaron Garcia has proven to take on that challenge when he joins our armed forces after graduation. For years, Aaron's been helping hand the California Cadet Corps here at Sims, and even long after he was a student. In appreciation of your outstanding support of the California Cadet Corps 267th Battalion, your contributions serve as a sterling example for all. Your leadership reflects great credit upon yourself, and you have earned the undying gratitude of the California Cadet Corps 267th Battalion, Cobalt Institute of Math and Science, in honor to award the Commandant Citation Medal to Aaron Garcia. Here to do our next award is Ms. Sacco.
Hello, parents. Welcome. I'm giving out the awards for yearbook. My yearbook camera on. These two awards go to two outstanding seniors Both of them were in yearbook last year, which was the first year that I did yearbook. And both last year and this year, both of these students were integral parts of getting our yearbook from the photo stage all the way out to print and distribution. So these two awards go to Alexis Riviera and Marifer Hawkins. Up next, we have Miss Oates, who is presenting the Drama Department Award.
This year, we were able to establish what is called a thespian troupe. And so with this troupe, students earn so many points for every play that they are involved in. And so my first two seniors that were inducted this year, the first was Natalia Lopez. And then my second senior is Princess Uday. And now I'm going to present the Academic Decathlon Awards as well. The first person here is Sean Renner. And second is Sarah Cruz. Next, we're presenting his attendance awards, and that's Ms. Provençal.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to present perfect attendance for the entire school year of 16-17. The first award goes to Michael Pittman. The next one goes to James Ramos. And the final student is Jonathan Benedum. And now Ms. Miles will announce the ASB awards.
Good evening, and thank you all for being here. I have the privilege of giving awards to, first of all, 4 amazing students who worked so hard this year, putting every event together for senior year. And it's just an honor to have worked with them this year. So the first 4 that we'd like to give is for the class officers. Sarah Cruz, President. Princess Uday.
Right, Francis?
My next two ASP awards are for two young ladies who have been at my side for 2 to 3 years now, and without them, nothing at this school would be accomplished. I lean on them, they read my mind, they know what I need to be doing before I even know what I need to be doing. So they're going to be missed greatly. ASB President Melody Vega. And ASB Vice President Tatiana Mendoza. And next I have the honor of giving this year's only 4-year AVID student his AVID medal. AVID at this school is buildings, and we are so proud of Jesus Garcia. So Jesus has been with me for 3 years. He did have a different AVID teacher his freshman year, and he set a goal to get into Cal Poly Pomona, and I did not let him forget that he set that goal. Every week when we did grade checks for the last 3 years, whenever I knew there was an assignment coming up, this poor kid, he's probably going, thank goodness I'm graduating. But hopefully, he will miss me as much as I will miss him, so congratulations. And next we have Mrs. Ballard giving the PLTW award.
Good evening. I'm going to present the PLTW Engineering Awards. These students have passed all of their end of course assessments for their freshman through junior years, which is a pretty hard feat because there's only a total of 7 between engineering and biology. The first one is Stephen Morales. Vincent Morrison. And like the third musketeer, James Ramos.
Whatever he wants.
And Sean Renner. And up next, I've got Mrs. Thompson. She'll be presenting the PLTW.
I'm actually not sure how many of these kiddos are here today.
My first recipient is Ashley Delgado. And then I have Josh Giddens. And my last one is Donna G. Melissa. Mrs. Ehart and I are going to be presenting for CSF next. California Scholastic Federation is a program that Mrs. Ehart and I started at our school this year, and it's an academic merit foundation. So all of these students have maintained very high levels of academic achievement through almost all of their high school careers. All of these students are either lifetime membership award recipients or lifetime membership highest honor award recipients, and the highest honor recipients have qualified for CSF every single semester, 6 semesters. Our first recipient is Jonathan Benham. Anna Castillo-Fedora. Jennifer Chalk. Francis Collins. Trin Doe. Joshua Gibbons. Alina Kidder. Donna G. Melendez. George Molina. Steven Morales. Alexis Wen. Patrol Ray Riley. Blue Jay Robinson. Princess Uday. Melody Vega. Marjani Watkins. And last but not least, Jelia Zhang. And our next presenter is Ms. Garcia.
Good evening. Buenas noches, buenas tardes. For a lot of these awards, it's the first time, first year. And I really want everyone to understand how special this next award is. It's the Seal of Biliteracy. It's the first year our school district is recognizing students who are biliterate, and only 2 schools in our district are having the privilege of recognizing these students. It's very special because it takes a lot of work. Many students think that by meeting the basic requirement of studying 2 years in a foreign language, they can get a higher paying job, but that's not so. It is with this special seal that students have the opportunity to proudly list this on their resume. A biliterate person can speak, read, and write in 1 or more languages other than English. You are proficient in a language when you can communicate in these 3 different modes: coherently, without having to look up every other word in the dictionary. Literacy refers to literature, which in turn, if you are awarded this seal, it means that you can read literature, poems, novels, etc., and comprehend it. To be awarded this seal, there are some requirements. English language arts, taken 4 years with passing grades, passing the state standardized test at a proficient level. So with those 2 requirements, the student has to prove that they are proficient in the language of English. Now, to prove proficiency in another language, it would be to pass the AP exam with a 3 or higher, which the highest score on an AP exam is a 5, or complete 4 years of a foreign language. 3 young ladies who have achieved this special recognition speak fluently, and have an extensive vocabulary in both English and Spanish. And I'm very proud to present this recognition to Ana Castillo Bedoy. Alina Kidder. Donna G. Melendez. And one more. A young man whose ability to speak Spanish fluently has improved immensely. This young man will be remembered by the phrase, "Puedo usar la stapleadora?" And today he is able to speak Spanish without stuttering and not speaking a word of English. He has come a long way, and I am very proud of him. Marvin Olmos.
Can I just get a rope? It's Miss Friday. Most improved. Still pretty good.
Muchas gracias. Another special award, Golden State Seals, presented by Mrs. Brooks.
Okay, so these award winners are also receiving a special honor by the state of California. It is a Golden State Seal that will be on their diploma. And it is for students that have mastered academic excellence in at least 6 areas. And they will also receive a white honor cord. Our first is Taylor Albert. Next is Jonathan Benedict. Anna Castillo Roy. Jennifer Chavez. Francis Collins. Trin Doe. Jesus Garcia. Joshua Gibbons. Donna G. Melendez. Jose Morales. Steven Morales. Alexis Nguyen. James Ramos. Sean Renner. Blue Robinson. Princess Uday. Melody Vega. And now I would like to introduce Mrs. Hershey, who will present scholarships.
Okay, this is very exciting for us. As you know, second graduating class for Sims. 60 more students than last year's graduating class. And for those of you who are parents of current seniors or who have had seniors in the past, you know that scholarship application season comes generally in the spring. And by then, most of our seniors have already decided where they're going to college. They've already received their acceptances. And so by the time it is time to apply for scholarships, many of them have lost their, what's the word, guys? Their drive? Because they're done filling out applications and essays. And so these next students that we're going to call up are students who persevered despite senioritis and lots of other things that were going on in their lives. We're very proud of you, all of you scholarship recipients. And we would like you, when you come to the front, to remain standing so we can get a group photo afterwards, okay? And we have two community members with us tonight who will be presenting scholarships that they represent. The first is Susie Graham. If you could come to the front, please. She is representing the Doris Davies Trust, which is a local scholarship that one of our students happened to win this year. We're very proud.
Thank you. I'm Susie Graham with the Doris Davies Foundation. This is the 7th year that Doris Davies Foundation has presented a scholarship to a graduating senior that's a Victorville resident. Doris and Cliff Davies came to Victorville in the 50s and settled right here and invested, and were very involved in our community here in Victorville. Cliff passed away in the 90s, and Doris continued to volunteer and increase her giving. Some of you may remember Doris. She was often very involved in t-ball and baseball. She ran around in her sweats and her whistle around her neck and loved children, promoting the Bears, that was a local group. She has, because of her giving and support of the community, there's a park named after her. If you go to the county fair this week, there's a building up there that she donated, the kids complex. It's a building just for children. Her passion is children. So this year, the committee for the scholarship awarded 4 $5,000 scholarships. They were all given to their Victorville residents, but they do attend 4 different schools here in Victorville area. As requested by Doris, the recipient of her scholarships have to pursue their education that leads to a career that involves children. Her passion definitely was children. It was always helping children. This year's award for your school goes to Alina Hitter. Alina expressed in her resume that she wanted to help with children and that she exhibits the characteristics that are most like Doris, also just giving, but remaining and focusing on those classes and grades. So congratulations. And additional certificates for you.
Okay, next I would like to call to the podium Lavella Sullivan, and she is representing the Victor Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Well, good evening. Now that you've given me the mic, I'll never get it back. I am a board member for the Victor Valley Chamber of Commerce representing business and students who have focused on business in their scholarships. By trade, I am the marketing director for 7 hospitals. So I have to tell you, after 3 hours on the freeway this evening, this absolutely makes my evening. This is so wonderful. After 3 hours on the freeway, this absolutely makes my evening. It gives me joy to see our young folk. I'm a Southerner. Our young folk dedicate themselves and strive beyond what the media tells us that our children are faced with every day. It gives me great joy to see the incredible dedication and the intelligence. It's an amazing thing. I can see what this is going to do to us, the business-wise, on the impact for our community. And once you've gone on to all of these incredible colleges, I ask that you come back and you give back to the community that you were raised in. That is a true success of a community. So it gives me great pleasure as a marketing director for a hospital to present our certificate of scholarship to Melody Vega. Normally, marketing directors can talk all day long. If you ask me a hospital question, I could be here all evening. Okay, and our second recipient, on behalf of the Victor Valley Chamber of Commerce, for the Board of Directors and the Victor Valley Chamber of Commerce Foundation, Stephen Morales. And that's just the beginning. Next up, we would like to recognize Mr. Joshua Brown, recipient of an academic scholarship from Norfolk State University. Also shy tonight. They want to know why I'm making them stand up front. Because we're proud of you. Okay, next, Anna Castillo Ladoy, the Provost Scholarship from the University of San Francisco. Marcus Cruz, Chancellor's Scholarship from the University of California, Irvine.
next scholarship really warms my heart because this young man is a product of this community, born, raised, elementary school, junior high, and high school, kind of just like me. So can I please have, excuse me if I get emotional, Ephraim De Leon. Trin Doe, Chancellor Scholarship from the University of California, Irvine. Marco Lerma, recipient of a scholarship from the U.S. Bowling Congress. Donna G. Melendez Rodriguez, recipient of a university scholarship from the University of California, San Diego. George Molina, recipient of a Schools First Scholarship for the Worthy Student Award. Alexis Lin, scholarship received from the University of California, Irvine, Chancellor Scholarship. Alexis, I actually need you to come back. This is an award you don't know you're getting. Alexis was nominated and then was selected. She was nominated and she won the President of the United States Volunteer Service Award. This young lady has committed many of her high school hours in volunteer service, and she is being recognized by the President of the United States. April Ray Riley, Spirit-Filled Family Church Scholarship. Sean Renner received a full ride scholarship from California State University San Bernardino. He won the Presidential Scholarship. And Marjani Watkins, she will be attending Southern Utah University and she won the Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship. Okay, Ms. Sacco, can we make sure we get a picture of all of these scholarship recipients? You guys stand up here for just 1 second while your parents finish taking pictures. And good job, you guys. One more round of applause. Congratulations. I'd like to introduce you all to Mr. Jervis. He is our assistant principal, and tonight he will be honoring and acknowledging our salutatorians.
All right. Our salutatorian for this year has been up here kind of a lot tonight. She's a Key Club member, Project Lead the Way Biomedical 4-year pathway completer. She's a member of the California Scholastic Federation, a Golden State Seal Merit Diploma recipient, and a scholarship award winner to UCSD. Our salutatorian for this year is we go. There we go. Donna Jean, Miranda Rodriguez. We're going to talk about her a little bit more. She was born and raised in Southern California. She likes reading, dancing, and card games. She had a 4.46 GPA. We also want to make sure that we congratulate Donna G's family. Great job, you guys. And now I'm going to introduce Dr. Gaskins. She's going to announce our valedictorian.
Okay, so I should do the drum roll thing again, huh? Does everybody know who it is? Yeah. Okay, so everybody knows who she is. She was born in San Bernardino and raised in Rialto. She moved to Victorville in the spring of 10th grade. So, since everybody knows who she is, I want to introduce Frances Collins. Got a lot of best friends now.
Best friend.
Okay. Frances would like her parents to know that even though the move to the high desert was sudden and scary, she can now say that it was a blessing. Frances believes the experience helped her to come out of her shell and grow into a person she is today. She thanks her family for always supporting her, even when she chose to push herself extremely hard, like when she decided to take 6 AP exams and classes this year. She's great. She earned A's in all 6 AP classes this year. Her favorite classes at Sims have been psychology, calculus, and biology. Ooh, what a combination. She's a member of California Scholastic Federation. She received the Golden State Silver Merit Diploma recipient. She's a Key Club member, Environmental Club member, STEAM Night presenter for Human Body Systems booth, participates in Community Club Volleyball. She plans to major in child psychology at UC San Diego. That's where we all would like to be, wouldn't we? Great place. Her grade point average is 4.47. I'd like to have her parents stand. I'd like to give them hands. Thank you. So congratulations again. And so thank you, parents, for coming, and congratulations to all your students. Can you give the students one more hand?